Savvy. Welcome to Street Savvy, the podcast. I'm Jay Works, the fabulous host. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a good podcast moment for you guys today. I'm talking about staying in shape over the age 50 or lifetime staying in shape without the gym. Not to knock anybody who owns a gym out the box or who's training, who's a physical trainer, but I'm going to tell you some insights that a public man do and a public sophistication home in his own home. And when I'm not busy or when I'm on downtime, if I'm on a flight, if I'm in a different state or out working, this is what I do, folks. And I'm going to tune you guys into what I've been doing, folks. Literally, this is the time for you guys to stay healthy and want to keep it right for yourselves. So that's what we up to. It's keeping yourself in shape and knowing what you need to do on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. So, folks, how you been? You missed me, baby? Street Savvy, the podcast with yours truly, Jay Works. Folks, we're going to get started. Thank you, my great producer. We're going to get this day started. I'm saying, how you guys doing this lovely Monday? Folks, I've been looking around the news all day, right? Just on some physical attributes of my life and my body. I am a kidney patient. If the world don't know, you know it today. I have one kidney all my life. I'm not a patient. I'm a person, for one. God forbid, I'm not on no dialysis. I try to take care of this body as much as I could, having one kidney all my life. When I was born, 18 months into me being little Petey, if you know what Petey code is, that's where Petey came from. That's my name. I was diagnosed with a lot of pain, stomach pain. They told my mom, oh, his appendix burst. We're going to take care of it. And I remember the procedure. And it's so gravely, a baby at 18 months can remember what these folks did to me on that operating table. And I'm going to tell you folks completely. As I remember, they brought me into the operating room. Remember, folks, I remind you, I was 18 months, right? And they couldn't put me up under because I was too young. Back then, anesthesiologists didn't do that with babies unless they really had to. And the procedure they need to do is what they need to do a decatheter through my little private spot and monitor it. But they had to have me pee. I can remember the doctor saying, you have to try to pee. As an 18-month-old baby, I can remember. And so they had my mom beside me trying to tell me, and I'm like, it hurts. And all I can remember is saying it hurts. And I still have the mark today on my genitals where they stick the long decatheter down in this to monitor me. And so for all my years, everything I do, that's why I don't drink beer. I don't try to put too many fluids on my stomach and my body because it hurts to use the bathroom all the time, every time, since I was a child, since I can remember. And having the one kidney, and that's not neglect that. They didn't ever tell me why I only had one kidney. Now, over the years with studies, it was shown that my kidney was taken. And then some said I was born without. So I never really found out the perpendicular of why I only got one kidney. But God has blessed me for all of these years to be healthy. Little and large over the years because everything they told me not to do, I did. Play sports, be rough, do other things. Alcohol, I don't do too much of that. I promise you. I try to do it on the weekend as a casual drinker. I don't do too much, but I dilute with a lot of water. If you ever see me drink at any club, any bar, or so have you, I'm always got water. I always have water. Water, fluid's all I do. And I don't try to do too many juices, a lot of sugar, a lot of too much stuff and things like that in nature. So, in telling you guys that I have one kidney, what I have tried to done all my life, if you look at any pictures, go back to even MySpace, Facebook, or old pictures, I'm always trying to work out. I always work out. I try to stay fit. I try to keep this old body, which you can see, head to toe. I try to keep it fit. I try to keep this down. I try to keep my figure down. I try to keep these biceps, triceps, what it is. And not just because, excuse me, I'm getting old. It's because I want to stay healthy. I want to be able to move right. And listen, over the years, it's been really hard. I had almost 35 surgeries, scopes, surgeries on this old body to keep it right. And newly, I got some wrist problems, both wrists. I got cysts in both wrists. I got carpal tunnel. So I try to keep this body healthy. Lord, it's hard. And I have arthritic in the shoulders, both wrists and hands. I got my hands grinded up in the Q-steak machine. If you can see the lines in it. Yes, I got it grinded up when I was 11 years old. Cutting meat in Boston. Newmarket Square. You guys know Newmarket Square. Shout out to Newmarket Square. But this old man is definitely, I'm a work in process. I have to be very oiled. What I mean by that is very exercised. I got to stretch out every morning before I step out into society or on my porch, because my body has went through a lot. And God has preserved me. When I say preserved me, he's kept me on this earth with this great oil machine. And I don't mean oil with baby oil. No diddy, no doubt. I mean just me keep working out. Me keeping me stretched out and me doing the right things. And reason why I'm on here talking about this podcast mode, us taking care of our body, putting the right things in it. Because folks, listen, that's all I know. I don't have those habits. I never did any type of drug. Never did cocaine in my life. Never did pills, shrooms, you name it. I don't knock people who get high or casual high, but I don't get down with that. Never have. And at part of the time I had smoked weed, it wasn't for me back in the 90s. And I got high tolerance. I could be around anything. But I just never did drugs. It was not for me. And there's always the word in the back of my head. It's you only got one kidney. You mess up, it's over. And so what I'm here to tell you folks is the key to being healthy is trying to work out every day. If it takes 10 minutes of your time, I don't care if you're walking, running, jogging, elliptical, you on a bike, a stationary bike, or you in the kitchen doing push-ups off the table, doing squats right in your chair, just like this. Get your arms together, up and down, up and down. 10 a day. Even if you get some crack in your knees, or you got bone on bone, still try it. Still try it. And the best part is if you can get down on that floor and get a roller for your abs, for your arms and your shoulders, try it. If you can do push-ups in like this, that's to help your traps, your trapezius area, and to keep your arms in or keep them out. More close. If you want to do diamonds, you want to keep your laps up. Great. Just like this. Just like this. Just try it. 5 or 10 a day. Things of that nature can help you stay in shape. It's not too hard, folks. It's not too hard. Or getting dumbbells, or just getting a bottle of water. A bottle of plain water, arms straight out, up 10 times. Keep your arms above your shoulders, up 10 times. And if you want to do it down, just 10 times a day. Each arm, each shoulder, even with your wrists. I can't really roll my wrist because my wrist is bad, folks. I've got bad wrist problems. But little things like that to keep yourself and to keep that stomach down. Less eating food. Let's talk about that. I got a man's stomach. And I know how to control it. I get outrageous with it sometimes. That means I eat multiple times a day. But I try to have at least 2 bowel movements in the 24-hour period that I'm up, or 16 hours that I'm up a day, because that's a lot of garbage in your fecal system. It keeps poop piled up more you eat, if you think about it. It takes days for things to digest in our stomach. So I try to eat less food, and when I eat more, I know what time it is. So the next day I try to fast. I try to fast at least 8 to 10 hours before I put anything else in my stomach. So if you want to drop that stomach, ladies and men, what goes in your body you should pay attention to. Pay attention to. And speak to yourself about it. Including alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. Read the labels on a lot of these things we do and drink and eat. If you read the labels to it, folks, you'll find out what you're putting in your body. And also, you'll smell when you go to the bathroom. You will smell it when you go to the bathroom. And we was always taught to always, when we go to wipe, look at the tissue. You always supposed to look at the tissue. I don't care if you're a little boy, a little girl, teenager, grown men, grown women. Always look at the tissue. Because you can tell what you put in your body and what's coming out of your body. And that's a great thing. You have to know. And that goes with putting your body into workout, putting your body into session, folks. Right now, I look at a lot of folks, and it's crazy studies. Black folk, right now, obesity, we are the number one race in obesity. Right up to this day. Do I believe those numbers? Hell no. Have I seen a lot? Yes, I have. We have to get it together. Just like you got to go out and vote, you got to go out and take care of yourself. Go out and stay in that limelight. Nobody in no office, no leadership, no doc's office to tell you how to take care of you. And that's the honest opinion. No one. No one. No one. That's your honest opinion. Excuse me, folks. My producers, please slow it down. Thank you. And that's what you're supposed to do. Maintain your sobriety of one. Whatever you put in, folks, I don't care if it's drugs, I don't care if it's pills, I don't care if it's marijuana, I don't care if it's cocaine, heroin, food, greasy food, bad foods, hot foods, that's all a sign of poison to your body. High cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, the sugar, the sweets. You got to understand what you're doing in this body of yours, this temple. If you want to be around for a lot longer than you are, listen, I'm going to tell you a secret. Someone told me one day, I forgot who it was, an older person. He said, listen, how old he works? And at the time I was 40, I think 40. Don't quote me. I was 40 years old. And he said, listen, you know what you've done for the first 40 years, right? I said, man, I don't want to go through. I don't even want to talk to you about that, right? He says, no, think about it. And so I thought, while he was talking to me, and I paused. I done did a lot with this body. From in the bedroom, to the streets, to jobs, to places I shouldn't have been, places I should be, from being a father, a parent, a husband, a loving, caring co-worker, a constituent. Just a person who cares and I've been taking care of people all my life. All of my life that I can remember. Like I told you, I remember that procedure that happened to me when I was 18 months. I remember a lot of things that's consensual to me growing, I remember. And taking care of kids is one of them. And I said to him, I said, wow, yeah, man, I did a lot. And he goes, guess what? You got the lesson on your next 40 years. And that was crazy. And it was just so simple because he's right. Now I know what to do for my mistakes and great things I have done or had seen or want to do in life. I can do better and work on it. That for speech, for instance, for work, for reading, for parenting purposes, grandparent purposes. Know how to treat people because I want to be respected. I want to carry respect. I want to earn respect, but also I want to give it out to the highest level. And also want to be able to tell the truth to the highest level if I could. Lying has never been my thing. They say all Leos lie. That's a damn sure they do. But listen, I try to keep minimum to the stories that you tell because you have to repeat that, the same one, and it's never good like the first one. So stop, you don't got to lie on that level. So on that level is stop lying to yourself when it comes to health and working out and teaching yourself how to get better with life situations. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's only one appointment. One appointment. I want you guys to hear me. It's only one appointment that you can't miss, that you're not going to miss. You can't call in to work with me, your friends, or call them, we can't go out to the club, or we can't do this, or we can't hunch, or we can't, because when God make that appointment, when D-O-G, when I tell you something, you on the arrival when he make that appointment. When G-O-D makes that call, you are on arrival. Take care of that. Take care of you. Because you ain't going to call into his appointment. No minute, no less, no earlier. When God make that appointment, you're going to sleep. And all that health and clothes and wealth, jewelry, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, word to me, word to cuz, word to Jake, word to Chris. Word to Chase Bank is all out the fucking window. I tell you folks, when God make that appointment, all of this, all of that, all of this goes nowhere. You going by yourself. You came in by yourself, you gonna leave quickly. And that's on clock. That's on clock. So start taking care of yourself much better, much healthier. And it takes you. It don't take nobody. No doctor should tell you, you got to lose weight. You know, you're going up on this ladder and it's curving. No, 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 no. You need to take the initiative when you're using that bathroom, when you're showering in there, when you're talking to your mate, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, looking at yourself. You got to judge yourself before somebody judge you. Because guess what? When you stink, you should be able to smell yourself going out that damn door. When you're on that toilet wiping, you should be able to wipe. If you're a woman, front to back. If you're a guy, you should be able to know what's going on with your bowel moving and you pissing in that toilet. If your piss light, yellow, light-skinned, if it's dark, orange, you got a problem, men. And it goes the same with women. Whatever's in that toilet, you pay attention to it. And that's a part of what's going on in your body. It's poison. Trust me. And whatever comes out of you. And I'm going to get on a different level. On a hygiene level. And you call yourself having sex and shooting fluid. If you're a female, if you shooting fluid, or whatever case may be, bacteria, pee, and yeast. You ain't doing no good shooting that. Period. You got to understand what's coming out of you before you spray it on somebody else. Fellas, if you got any type of things coming out of you, you better run to the nearest clinic. It ain't alcohol. It ain't Tylenol. It ain't Motrin. You need some of them penicillin, moxicillin, doxycycline, whatever cause to get that antibiotic in you. That's the truth. And that's your weight, that's your body, that's your attitude, and that's what you put in your system, and that's what you take in. It's going to come out some type of way. I'm no doctor. I'm no scientist. This is things that I've been through, went through, seen, heard, and know about it. It's notifiable fact. Thank you, folks. Listen, take care of yourself. Make sure you exercise. Make sure you drink a lot of fluids. And I'm not saying all is good. Read the bottle, read the caption, read what's on it, read the fine print. And a lot of these things that we eating and drinking, or smoking, or sniffing, or taking with pills, make sure you know it's for you. Because guess what? A lot of us is leaving here early by drugs is not prescribed to us, or we just want to be on a casual high. It's not about getting high. It's about taking care of you on a diabolical level. Listen, it's compelling what comes out of your mouth in your behind, in your other private spots. Think about it. Just smell it sometimes. I ask people, give them a short quiz. You smell yourself? You look at me crazy. You taste yourself? You look at me crazy. You know why? Because sometimes a lot of words you say to people, it hits home. And they got to think before they speak. They feel like they're saying the wrong thing. No, baby, you ain't saying the wrong thing. Take care of the right thing. Trust me. We all talk about this Pete Diddy crap and what he didn't do and what he did do. I want y'all to understand something. Nobody puts a gun to my head to do anything. I'm going to do it because I want to, because I'm willingly. You think about that. Think about the judgment you do. Think about the judgment you hear. Let's not prejudge. Let's not judge. Take care of your own backyard. Take care of your own homework. Then you can talk about something. Because, listen, it's hard when you don't, and it's easy when you do. That's a quote from Jay Works. I've been using that almost 30 years. Trust me, because I'm not the most perfectest husband in the world. I'm not. I got things, I got flaws. I got things I got to work on. I got habits and things I need to work on. I'm not the best dad. I got things I need to work on. I need to work on conversation in different levels in different areas. I'm not the best granddad. I hardly know either one of my grandkids. But guess what? I'm working on me every day, trying it and doing it and pushing it. Because the only one going to push me is push me myself. Me, myself, and I. Not you. Not no one else of this nature, but me. Folks, you work on you by being healthy, by being faithful, and loyal to you and that body, and God will praise you a lot more years to come. Think about it when we look at these older folks. Me, I was a little boy. Let me give you a story. here in Syracuse, New York, before I left and moved to Boston, Mass. I used to ride by Hubs, liquor store, on the bike. Me and my cousin, Ernest Johnson. We used to ride by Hubs, you know, on the bike. We see these old dudes drinking. And, you know, we never laughed. We just looked at them because some of them we knew. But guess what? I come back 30-some-odd years later, and them old dudes were still sitting there. And I'm like, wow. So I asked the doctor, no joke, doctor friend of mine, she said, you know what? Their body's been immune to the alcohol they've been drinking. And so anything in their body, especially their liver, has been immune to it. But I guarantee you, if they stop works, a lot of other different fluids, they're going to blow up. That's what you mean by that. Well, they're going to swell up different places because their body's not immune to stopping with that alcohol, whatever's in alcohol, or whatever they're taking. And some of their organs, their vital organs, going to start shut down on them. And that wasn't science. That's pure fact. And so years of knowing and looking up, I said, wow, I don't want to be one of them. I don't be. I don't be a guy who's smoking drugs, who's smoking weed, who's drinking liquor, who's popping pills, which a lot of these kids out here today, they are leaving here early. They're taking these fake pills. They eating these fake pills. They listen to this fake music. Yeah, it's fake music. I'm here to say it. It's fake music. Because ain't none of them jokers coming from or speaking from the truth when they talk that music. None of them jokers. You can only find 5 out of 100. And the 5 out of 100, they telling on their damn self. Just look at the music. They prosecuting them now. They are prosecuting, allegedly, are prosecuting these young brothers and sisters from rapping about the shit they done seen and done or they doing. Look it up. Look it up. That boy from Chicago, they're trying to fry his behind from words he done said. From the mockery he done put in his music. But the rest of these clowns, they call drill music. They coming. They coming. So there you go, folks. Healthiness is about whatever you do around you, what you put in and take in your body. And that's either knowledge or wisdom or food or bullshit or medicine or not. Exercising, we all can agree, is the best thing for that body today and also for tomorrow. If you want your kids to understand something or your grandkids, listen, start taking process, and it's called generational wealth. That means taking care of them, setting up for them for a mountain, for them to have to go through what you have went through. Trust me. This is Jay Works, folks, and this is Street Savvy, the podcast. Listen, great news. Before I close down, great news. I'm looking for a new co-host. Men and women, grown adults. If you got any experience on camera work, sitting in front of a camera, speaking the truth, writing your own dialogue, or want to get writing for you, call Jay Works. I need a new co-host. I need a vibrant, dress well. Yes, dress to the nines. Because I don't need nobody coming and embarrassing me or yourself. We want to speak the truth and look good while we doing it. And guess what? It's a great podcast, and I got a great studio. It feels home confinement to everyone who gets on it. Check my history. If you go on YouTube, if you've been watching me on live, all my interviews, all my conversations are just like this, like we one-on-one and we brothers and sisters. Because in God's eyes, we are. So check it out. I need a new co-host. Men and women, got to be good looking. Got to be you. And got to want to tell the truth. God bless you, America. I'm over and out. And make sure you work out daily.